Good evening, friends. How are we all doing today? Let's get started on this. I had this wonderful round. I think I'm going to end up making this into a Lazy Susan. I'm going to have to go buy the hardware for that though. So anyway, we are going to paint this and put this wonderful stencil on here. The stencil is from Essential Stencil, so you'll have to go check them out. I do have a link to them up in my description, and if you use the code FUNKYJUNK, all one word, you can save 10%. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start painting these half rounds right here, and I'm painting them a copper color. And I have found that it's the easiest to paint things like this, to put them on a piece of tape, and then I pick it up and I look at all different sides, because you feel like you get every single side, but it never fails. You pick it up and you don't have it on the right side. Okay, so now we are going to start working on this background here. As you can see, this originally had something else on it, and I sanded it off, which is something that I like to do. I will repurpose signs and things like that if, I just decide that I want to do something a little bit different or something like that. Now I'm just going to take this burnt umber paint right here, and I'm just going to use a wet wipe, and I'm just going to kind of put it all over this board. Okay, now I'm just going to be playing with my paints and stuff here. The idea that I had was to make the background to look like kind of like golden whiskey in a glass, So I'm going to be adding some yellow on here. I did some water. I did the, as you can see here, I did the, the wet wipe. My gosh, words are hard. The wet wipe method and stuff like that. So I just kept playing with this until I liked it. Here I'm taking a paper towel, kind of wiping the moisture off of there. Still not real happy with it, so we're going to just keep going. I love doing backgrounds, and most of the time I just play and just keep adding paint, taking away, whatever, till I get the look that I'm looking for. Sometimes I really don't know what look I'm looking for until all of a sudden it's there, right? Now, I want to tell you guys a funny story. This whole time that we have been talking about this playlist and putting it together, which I want to thank the host so much for putting this together, the word whimsy in the title of the playlist, I thought said whiskey. So I pulled out these whiskey stencils to put on this board, and it says whimsy. So it says beer, burlap, and whimsy. Oh well, you just kind of got to laugh at yourself sometimes. I did not realize it until I was putting the graphics in this video. So anyway, how fun is that? So here we're getting a little bit closer to that golden brownish color that whiskey is, but I keep playing here. So I'm going to let you just listen to some music while I keep working on this. So right, whiskey signs glowing, guiding our fly. Friends all around, the music's alive. Full control, tree melodies, the spirits revive. With every toast raised, we cherish this time. In this burlap embrace, our hearts intertwine. Oh, the night is young, let the stories flow. With each sip, take the good times grow. Raise your glass high to the stars above. In a world of whimsy, we find our love. With whiskey signs shining, no dancing, sing in the heart of the night. Let our souls take. Okay, I think I got it to where I want it. Okay, I'm going to take a pause here, and I'm going to talk about the playlist. Beer, burlap, wine, and whimsy. I want to thank our hosts, Shabby Meets Bling, Making It My Own DIY, Indy Annie Jones, and Jody at Southern Seasons. You guys, please go check them out. They are some amazing ladies, and just sweet as can be. Okay, so as you can see here, I got out my Essential Stencil. This says, "Welcome to the Whiskey Bar. Good times, let's all go," right? Anyway, I want to tape off the very outside decoration, I guess you could say, because this sign is not going to be rectangle. So I'm just kind of taping that off so I don't accidentally stencil there. It's a good idea to tape off areas that you don't want to stencil when you're stenciling, just because you tend to get a little crazy with your brush and stuff like that. So I just kind of tape it off. Now sometimes I'll use cardstock. If you follow me, you know that I don't always tape, but a lot of times I do. Okay, so now here, as you can see, I have painted something before and didn't clean my stencil, but that's okay. It's not going to be a big deal. So anyway, so here I want to come up with a color that really stands out on this board, and I think I'm going to start with, start painting orange first. And we're going to do a couple colors on this because I just I'm not sure really what color I want it to be for sure, but I have a color in my head and I'm seeing those colors in that. So anyway, so here we go, stenciling. I like to go in a circular motion. It is best to go, like if you go to the right, also go to the left. That helps pick up excess paint, and it also helps get every little nook and cranny when you go along there. And as you can see, I just kept kind of lifting up my stencil and looking at it. As long as you hold your stencil still, you should be fine. But if you happen to lift up your stencil and move it, all you have to do is lay it right back down. You can see the paint through the stencil. It is very easy to line it all right back up. So here we go with the orange on here first. So while I do this, I'm going to just kind of let you listen to some music and just watch along and see how the whole thing turns out right here. Raise your glass high to the stars above. In a world of whimsy, we find our love with whiskey sunshine and no dancing, sing in the heart of the night. Let our souls take wing, get laughter. It goes through the trees as we sway to the rhythm of the gentle breeze. Firelight flickers casting shadows wide. With burlap blankets we sit side by side, sharing our secrets, our hopes and our dreams. With every heartfelt word we burst at the seams. Let the music carry us to place unknown. In this moment together we truly grown. With every sip of whiskey we feel so free. In this whimsical night, just you and me. Raise your glass high, high to the stars above. In a world of whimsy, we find our love. With the whisk sunshine and we'll dance and sing. In the heart of the night, let our souls take wing, take wing. So here's to the nights we will never forget. With burlap and laughter, no room for regret. With whiskey sunshine and let our voices soar. In this magical moment, we'll always want more. Under the moonlight we gather here. With laughter and stories we share a beer.
Burlap and dreams, the night feels so right. Whiskey signs glowing, guiding our flight. Friends all around, the music's alive. Full control, dream melodies, the spirits revive. With every toast raised, we cherish this time.
Okay, now I've added the orange and I've added the yellow. Now I'm going to go in, I'm going to pick up a little bit of that copper color, and I'm just going to kind of hit it here or there on there also, just to add, pull that copper color in here too. I'm just very lightly, you notice I'm holding my brush way up on the end, I'm just very lightly hitting around in some spots. This is a real neat way to kind of get an ombre effect a little bit, maybe not necessarily light to dark, but just kind of have lights and darks all mixed in there together when you just barely want to touch it. That's what I do anyway. Anywho, that's what I'm working on here, is adding a little bit of that copper color on there.
Casting shadows wide with burlap blankets, we sit side by side, sharing our secrets, our hopes and our dreams. With every heartfelt word would burst at the seams.
And there it is. There you go. I really like how this turned out. I think it turned out really awesome. It's kind of it looks like it's been hanging in the bar for a little while. I just really like how it looks. It came out really cute. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just taking these half circles and I'm just kind of laying them on here, and I rearrange them a few different times, then finally decide on how I want to put them on here. I just kind of wanted it to be a little symmetrical, but I didn't want to go crazy. Now you're going to see here, I'm going to grab a ruler here in a second. I think I'm going to, measure these and get the exact measurements between each one of them. But then you'll see me lay the ruler down and say, nope, not going to mess with that. That's too much work. So anyway, here, see, I'm kind of measuring. I'm like, nah, not going to do it. So I just kind of eyeball it, and I think it turns out just fine. So anyway, there may be some a little closer than others, but you know what? In the grand scheme of things, most people won't notice things like that. And if someone would notice something like that and point it out to you, they're not our friends. And we just kind of got to look at them and say, you know what? Poop on you, and don't look at my stuff anymore. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so we get those all glued on there. I'm just hot gluing them on there. I will end up putting a clear coat. I usually use the Rust-Oleum 2 times clear coat matte on this project so that it has a finish on it. You can also use wax. I've used wax before. But you need to put some sort of coating on it so that if something would get spilled on it, obviously, it's wood. If something would get spilled on it, it's probably going to mess it up a little bit unless you get it wiped off right away. But also so that if it gets dust or something like that on it, you can wipe it off. It's not just the wood with the paint. It just kind of finishes it, I guess you could say. Now, I just kind of went over this with my little brush to add the extra colors on there a little bit. But I think it turned out really cute. Really cute. So now I'm going to move on to another whiskey sign. Here I'm just using this Minwax water-based stain. I love using the Winmax water-based stains. You do not have to worry about your rags and different things like that because it's water-based, and it just makes it a lot easier than worrying about the oil-based. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm just wiping this on here. Now, I do not know what happened to my video here, but all of a sudden my video turned real slow motion. I'm not sure. I must have hit a button. Somebody might have called when I was recording. I am not positive what happened here, but I don't know. Okay, I think I fixed that a little bit. I got it to go a little bit faster. I don't know, you guys. Weird. Okay, so anyway, we're going to do this one. Whiskey may not be the answer, but it is definitely worth a shot, right? So we're going to just stencil this. I kind of used the exact same technique that I used on the lettering on the last board. So I won't bore you with that. I will just speed this up right here, and you'll see the final reveal in just a second.
So here's to the nights we will never forget, with burlap and laughter, no room for regret. With whiskey sunshine and let our voices soar. In this magical moment, we'll always want more. Under the moonlight we gather here, with laughter and stories we share a beer. Burlap and dreams, the night feels so right. Whiskey signs glowing, guiding our flight. Friends all around, the music's alive. Full control, dream melodies, the spirits revive. With every toast raised, we cherish this time. In this burlap embrace, our hearts intertwine. Oh, the night is young, let the stories flow.
Okay, so here we go. I like how this turned out too. I like those colors on that black also. So here is our final reveal. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd love that. Hit that bell if you want notifications. And I want to give a quick thank you to our hosts again. What a wonderful group of ladies. Shabby Meets Bling, Making It My Own DIY, Indiana Jones, Jody with Southern Seasons. You guys, their links are in my description. Check them out. Make sure you subscribe. You will not be disappointed. If you use the code FUNKYJUNK, all one word, at checkout at Essential Stencil, you will save some additional money. So make sure you subscribe, comment, and like on everyone's video. Thank you.
We sit side by side, sharing our secrets, our hopes, and our dreams. With every heartfelt word, we burst at the seams. Let the music carry us to place unknown. In this moment together, we truly grown. With every sip of whiskey, we feel so free. In this whimsical night, just you and me. Raise your glass high, high to the stars above. In a world of whimsy, we find our love. With the whisk sign shining, we'll dance and sing. In the heart of the night, let our souls take wing, take wing. So here's to the nights we will never forget. With burlap and laughter, no room for regret. With whiskey sunshine and let our voices soar. In this magical moment, we'll always want more. Under the moonlight we gather here, with laughter and stories we share a beer. Burlap and dreams, the night feels so right. Whiskey signs glowing, guiding our flight. Friends all around, the music's alive. Full control, dream melodies, the spirits revive. With every toast raised, we cherish this time. In this burlap embrace, our hearts intertwine. Oh, the night is young, let the stories flow. With each sip, take the good times grow. Raise your glass high to the stars above. In a world of whimsy, we find our love. With whiskey ski sign shining, no dancing, sing in the heart of the night. Let our souls take wing, get laughter. It goes through the trees as we sway to the rhythm of the gentle breeze. Firelight flickers casting shadows wide. With burlap blankets we sit side by side, sharing our secrets, our hopes and our dreams. With every heartfelt word we burst at the seams. Let the music carry us to place unknown. In this moment together we truly grown. With every sip of whiskey we feel so free. In this whimsical night, just you and me. Raise your glass high, high to the stars above. In a world